Give it up for Beth Monahan.
Hi everybody, how's it going? It's nice to be here. So I tried the internet dating thing, and I consider myself to be a little bit of a connoisseur. There's just one thing you have to keep in mind though if you're going to get out there, and that's the odds are good, but the goods are odd. Probably my weirdest experience out there was right off the bat I got an email from a Ben Franklin impersonator. I know, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I like to think I'm a little bit more of a catch than that. I like to think I know where I fit in the food chain. And if anything, I think I should have heard from Thomas Jefferson. I think that at one point we're all just going to move to one huge website. It's called The Dregs, you know? And I can see the site now. It's like, when you're ready to be realistic, come back to The Dregs. So I've been unemployed officially now for a year. Unlike like my friend Jessica, welcome Jessica. It's really not that bad out there. People tend to feel a little sorry for you when they hear you're unemployed, but you can find all kinds of ways to fill the time. I've even started my own little activist group. It's called Occupy My Couch. You know, thank you. It's a lot like Occupy Philadelphia, but there's no porta potties or smelly people, give or take. It's really just me and my 4 dogs sitting on the couch. And you know, some days we get really riled up and we're like, damn the corporations and damn the banks and damn the government. And then other days we're just sort of like, dude, who's sitting on the bag of Cheetos? So before I got laid off, I was a corporate communicator. The only thing interesting about that is that it's really hard to explain what a corporate communicator does. You say to people, well, I help the organization come up with strategies and tactics to promote their internal and external messages. And you get that response. It's like, huh? And while I don't miss that job at all, I do miss one thing about the workplace, and that's workplace food. Don't we all just have that weird thing about the food in the office and the pizza parties and the birthday cakes and all of that stuff? It just brings us all together and makes the workday much more fun. In my office in particular, there was always my favorite part of the day would be when the receptionist would come over the loudspeaker and say, for those of you who are interested, there's some leftover food in the kitchen. Please help yourselves. And then the weirdest thing would happen. It would become like a scene from Thriller. These people who were normally really boring and really stiff would come up from their cubicles. Their eyes would get really big. Their arms would outstretch. And they'd start walking for that kitchen. Bum, 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 bum. 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 Woo! All this for some leftover food. I mean, it was just the best part of my day. I loved seeing people really come together for food. You know, and I find that as I get older, I get really, really more attached to food. And if I go to a party or something and there's a buffet, I almost get kind of aroused. It's like, oh my God, there's a buffet. There's a buffet. And I just think there's something really all-American about a buffet. You know, it's like, it brings up our entitlement issues. It brings up our greed issues. It brings up our screw you, I want my issues. And I just get, like, I'll find myself looking down the line to see what's coming next, what's running out, who's got more than I do, whose plate's too full. And then inevitably there's some little old lady in my way who's like talking or taking her little lettuce leaf and filling it up, you know, one at a time, slowing, and then some little kid can't hold his plate. Ah! It makes me crazy because it messes things up for me. I'm like, move! That's all I got. Thank you very much.